Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the pinning ceremony for the inaugural cohort of Lewis University's Occupational Therapy program. You are present for the first ever pinning ceremony for OT here at Lewis. My name is Susan Charnley, and I am the director of the OT program. We are so happy that we're able to gather here together in person to recognize these graduates. Again, the first OT graduates of Lewis. This ceremony this evening affirms the commitment of these graduates to remain intellectually engaged, ethically grounded, and socially responsible in their practice of occupational therapy. And in the spirit of St. John Baptiste de La Salle, the graduates received their pins to renew their commitment to be both a caregiver and an advocate, to walk alongside their clients on their path to recovery, and to look outward with eyes of justice and faith, especially when serving the most vulnerable. At this time, I would like to introduce the faculty and staff that is here with us today. So if you'd stand. So Assistant Professor Dr. Megan Eads, Assistant Professor Dr. Allison Richardson, Academic Fieldwork Coordinator Ms. Pooja Guptu, Adjunct Professor and guest speaker, Dr. Joanna Sieber, and our Administrative Assistant for the OT Department, Ms. Michelle Latta. Over there in the back. So everyone, please join me in an opening prayer. Let us always remember that we are in the holy presence of God. Dear God, we thank you for this beautiful night and for the opportunity for this cohort, their loved ones, and the faculty and staff to come together here at Lewis University. We thank you for calling them to the profession of occupational therapy and for guiding and strengthening them in their pursuits. We thank you for the education and training that they have received and for the knowledge and skills that they have acquired. We thank you for the dedication, diligence, and resilience of these graduates, especially during this difficult and unprecedented year. We ask you now, dear Lord, to bestow your continued blessings upon them as they come forward to serve their clients and their communities. We celebrate with you what they have accomplished thus far. We share this joy with those that have supported them, and we rejoice in what they will do in the years ahead. In Jesus' name, amen. At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Pooja Guptu, our Academic Fieldwork Coordinator, to present the very first award of this evening, the Brother James Gaffney Award.
Hello, everyone. Brother James Gaffney served for over 40 years at Lewis University in a wide array of roles, from faculty to president, before his retirement in 2016. His trademark kindness, warmth, and easy laughter were appreciated by faculty and his fellow Catholic college presidents. His LaSallian-centered vision for the university, his scholarship, support for innovative academics and outstanding teaching, constant focus upon academic success, and the goal of educating the whole person has been commended by many. The recipient of the Brother James Gaffney Award was nominated and chosen by her peers as a cohort member who has demonstrated excellence in the three areas of leadership, scholarship, and service throughout the Lewis MSOT program. This year's awardee was described by her peers as a leader throughout our time in the program, demonstrating a strong ethical compass and clinical reasoning. She handled herself with grace while sharing her perspectives and guiding others to grow. She volunteers at every opportunity, including through her work with SODA. She has always been a positive presence for our cohort, and her leadership qualities are evident in how she welcomes everyone and treats everybody with kindness. I'm happy to introduce this year's awardee, Danielle Enders. Danielle could not be here with us today, but she's provided a taped video address.
Hi everyone. I'm so sorry that I can't be there in person tonight to accept this award, but I am so proud to say that I have moved out of state to officially start my career as an OT. And I have all of my classmates and the amazing faculty at Lewis to thank for helping me get here. That being said, it is such an honor to have been selected by my peers for the Brother James Gaffney Award and to be the first recipient from the MSOT program. Brother James Gaffney was the president of Lewis University for over 28 years and led by example, always trying to demonstrate the university's core values. As a brand new OT program, going into our first year, I knew it was such a privilege to have the opportunity to demonstrate the values of Lewis OT within our community. But I quickly learned that the profession of OT in general is commonly misunderstood and that we are always needing to advocate for our profession to teach others how beneficial it is. It was through my coursework, community events, and working with clients in various settings that I learned to lead by example in order for others to know the true value of occupational therapy. Now, even though sometimes we may still struggle to answer the question, what is occupational therapy? Because we know it is a very loaded question, I feel so blessed to have become part of a profession where what we do can have such a positive impact on someone's life. Growing up, I always remember hearing the quote, "Find something you're passionate about and you won't work a day in your life." And I can now say that I love what I do and am forever grateful for the opportunities, the lifelong friendships, and the amazing career that Lewis University has given me. So thank you guys so much again and have a great rest of your day.
These students have spent so much time together and they've worked so hard to become occupational therapists. In the spirit of LaSallian education, they learned through association and created their own supportive community. It was a lot of hard work, but many good times were had. We would now like to share a video of memories and photos that the cohort created for today.
Thank you to the students for making that wonderful video. Our guest speaker this evening is well known to the graduates. She was a professor of theirs in the program throughout their second year of study. Dr. Joanna Sieber earned her bachelor's degree in politics from the University of San Francisco and her master's and doctorate in occupational therapy from University of Illinois at Chicago. She has been an occupational therapist for nearly 10 years and has worked with children and adolescents in the school systems practice. She has a passion for addressing the needs of underserved children and their families. Please welcome Dr. Joanna Sieber.
I'm gonna have to take a minute. It's so much more emotional to see you guys than I even expected. You all look so good. I remember my own pinning ceremony, sitting as you are right now, and listening actually to Dr. Cahill address my class. So it's really a full circle for me to be here in the program that she really created. She shared advice that I have carried with me through my years of practice. She urged me and my classmates to prepare for the mistakes we would make with our clients. She encouraged us to pause and reflect, to really learn from our mistakes, and to not stop learning from them. I've thought of her words often, and it's carried me through some times that other things were not going to guide me back to where I needed to be. So it's an honor for me to celebrate you today and share a message I hope you might carry with you. I too urge you to pause and reflect. Notice if one day you stop this habit. Maybe you become too busy, or too comfortable, or too distracted. Maybe you feel disconnected. Return to pause and reflect again, especially on your mistakes, particularly on the client relationships that somehow fall flat. This is the way we hold on to our humility and our commitment to science. At the root of both is inquiry and genuine curiosity. If I can send you off with one wish, it would be for you to stay curious. I noticed, especially very early in my career, I often felt pressured to have answers, to demonstrate that I could recall all the knowledge. That was really my own insecurity and the influence of a culture which is influenced by a medical model seeking to address perceived problems, to fix what we can in people. Please let me tell you, you do not need to know all the answers in your first year, or your 10th year, or your 20th year as an OT. In fact, I hope you will pause and reflect anytime you feel yourself quickly jump to any conclusion that feels like an answer for someone else. The best clinicians I know embrace curiosity and nurture its creative spark. They share it with their clients, inviting true collaboration. They model the authenticity of our belief in client-centered care. Your class has experienced rare changes on a global scale. We all know this. You began this program in person and pivoted suddenly to remote learning. You adapted to meet the task demands of the COVID pandemic in your fieldwork placements, guided often by fieldwork educators who were learning alongside you rather than guiding you in familiar terrain. This experience of occupational adaptation absolutely came with challenges. It came with loss. If we pause and reflect, we see it also came with rich gains. It afforded you insight into the experience of disability you may not have known earlier in your life. Surely you felt destabilized at times and scrambled to find your footing. You worked to redefine important roles, and at times you found your way with grace. Other times the sense of loss maybe felt too overwhelming or unwieldy for a positive spin. Let this experience deepen your curiosity about yourself, about the human spirit, about the ways the world is set up to foster and encourage or discourage and thwart each of our sense of self and connection at any given moment. As you accompany your clients, keep in the forefront of your minds They are finding their way to a sense of purpose, of identity and belonging in a changing terrain. Wonder aloud with them every time. Stay curious. I stand here in awe of you, truly, and your openness to opportunity. Trust that you can always return to this moment. Though it may seem that you have been rushing to get to this moment and move on from it, there will come a day that you seek to return, to recapture this sense of possibility. In fact, each new client relationship requires this of you. I can tell you there will be tired days when this task feels too great, when the tendency towards an autopilot may feel very tempting. Yet it is a privilege you have both earned and received as a gift to step into this profession. What an amazing thing it is to be in this life, an OT. I'm going to be very emotional for you. I know so many of you well personally, and it is exactly what you are each meant to be. I know I speak for all of your teachers when I say, we are so excited to welcome you as colleagues on this special day.
Thank you, Dr. Seaver. I have the honor of introducing the student who was awarded the Professional Development Award. The Professional Development Award is given to a student whom faculty have recognized as demonstrating personal and professional growth in pursuit of their career goals through participation in state or national professional organizations. The recipient of this award was chosen by faculty due to her continuous pursuit of opportunities to grow not only as a person, but also as a dedicated clinician to the profession of occupational therapy. She began the OT program as our graduate assistant, reveling in any opportunity afforded to her to assist with the creation of materials for courses, reviewing literature, assisting with pre-accreditation tasks, and outreach in order to grow our OT community. She assisted with research projects and write-up of research articles, which all aided in her own professional development and clinical reasoning. She has also proven her commitment to her professional development, as well as the OT community, by presenting scholarly poster entitled Student Perceptions of an On-Campus Learning Experience, Partnering Occupational Therapy and Aviation, which she completed in collaboration with a couple of her classmates and her faculty mentor at the Illinois Occupational Therapy Association Conference and at the Celebration of Scholarship here at Lewis. She continuously assisted with development of new opportunities for the program, specifically assisting, leading, and ensuring our program was able to smoothly run and host our first car fit event on campus. Through knowledge gained during this time, she wrote an article about driver's rehab, which is featured in the Illinois Occupational Therapy Association's Communique. She also became a committee member of this association, further demonstrating dedication to her growth. It has always been evident that this student has a passion for occupational therapy and strives for excellence. We know this will only continue to grow as she grows. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce this year's awardee, Ashley Buxa. Ashley?
Thank you, Dr. Richardson, and thank you, faculty, for instilling in us the essential skills and importance of professional development and what that means in the OT profession. As students becoming occupational therapists, we have a responsibility to our profession, to our colleagues, but most importantly to our clients, to continuously learn and grow as practitioners. In doing so, we gain experiences, knowledge, and perspective that will help guide our practice to become holistic and client-centered occupational therapists. This essence of professional development truly does start early, and by seeking opportunities and contributing towards organizations, research, and conferences, whatever it may be, we are able to positively add to the growth of occupational therapy. And at Lewis, we were offered ample opportunities to grow in this area. From attending student conclaves, ILOTA conferences, virtual AOTA events, and celebration of scholarship, just to name a few, we were able to network and dive deeper into different practice areas with up-and-coming strategies and methods. I think the most important lesson that we learned through our journey with professional development, though, is to find the lesson in each opportunity. What did you learn? How can you use what you learned in practice? And what's next? What can I take away from this? Thank you again. It is such an honor to be the first recipient of the Professional Development Award and represent Lewis University's first MSOT cohort. Thank you.
It gives me great privilege and honor to present the recipient, Esmeralda Cordova Vargas, the LaSallian Mission Award. Esme is the first graduate of the Occupational Therapy program at Lewis University to receive this award. During Esme's time at Lewis, she has exemplified Lewis University's value-based heritage. Esme served as the graduate assistant to the university and contributed design and facilitation of university events during her time in occupational therapy school. In addition, Esme demonstrated significant leadership and volunteer service as the treasurer of the Student Occupational Therapy Association, and through presentations at the Lewis University Celebration of Scholarship, the Illinois Occupational Therapy Association Conference, the American Occupational Therapy Association. Esme also received recognition for nomination of the National Society of Leadership and Success and was the recipient of the William J. Livingston Endowed Scholarship Award. Esme has served as an exemplary role model for the Lewis University core values of wisdom, justice, fidelity, knowledge, and association to other graduate students, colleagues, faculty, and the community. Esme described working with different diverse populations through didactic coursework and on fieldwork as a privilege. Such fieldwork experiences included serving at community-based supportive housing organization, hospital-based inpatient acute care pediatrics, home-based services, school-based services, independent living, mental health, and community-based older adults. Esme devoted her time to these experiences across the Chicagoland area and in Ibarra, Ecuador. Fundamental to the Lewis mission, Esme has fostered a spirit of association amongst the individuals she has served by teaching, listening, smiling, and serving others. This has led to positive and supportive communities. Esme has expressed gratitude to the program, her peers, and her professors for allowing opportunities towards the pursuit of wisdom, truth, and providing a deeper understanding of what it means to be a lifelong learner through a sense of community. Please join me in recognizing Esmeralda Cordova Vargas for all of her accomplishments in this award. Esme is now going to say a few words.
Hello, everyone. It is a true honor to be awarded the LaSallian Mission Award. I am very grateful for the support of the faculty, staff, my cohort, and Lewis University mission values of knowledge, wisdom, fidelity, justice, and association that have guided my education. The Lewis University mission has prepared me personally and professionally to achieve entry-level competence as an occupational therapist. I am confident to use the knowledge learned in the classroom and throughout my fieldwork experiences to think critically before making the best clinical decisions with my clients in any occupational therapy setting. This wisdom will continue to evolve into my clinical practice, where I will foster interdisciplinary relationships and strive for the finest client-centered care. I had the privilege to work with different populations throughout my fieldwork experiences, and as my personal responsibility, I treated clients and their families with dignity and respect above anything to promote justice. This all could not have been possible without the support of the inclusive community at Lewis University. I can proudly say that our association achieved our goals to become an accredited program. Even through the adversity of the COVID-19 pandemic, my fidelity to the program and career was an asset to continue to pursue my goals. I want to give a special thanks to our program director, faculty, and staff of the Lewis University Occupational Therapy Department for always bringing out the best in us, making sure we achieve the goals that matter to us the most, and teaching excellence in every aspect of our career. You're all very appreciated for your hard work and dedication. I would also like to thank my family for everything since day one. And by day one, I don't mean just occupational therapy school, but from kindergarten and on, because without all the love, support, and guidance throughout every school day, this could not have been possible. I look forward to rejoice in the future endeavors of my classmates and I, and see how Lewis University mission instills our ability to be the best occupational therapist that we can be anywhere we go. It was beautiful to see our association fostered a successful environment where we were able to learn, lead, and provide services to our community. At this time, take a second to think about our first palpation quiz, practical, treatment plan, better known as Frank, and feelings before entering a new fieldwork site. It's easy to say, might have been difficult at the moment, but look at us now. We did it. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you. At this time, we would like to call the graduates forward to receive their pins. So graduates, if you could please line up at the side of the room in the order you see in your program or in alphabetical order. So I have that up here too. We do have some students that weren't able to join us this evening, so I will announce their name and show a little slide for them, and then go on to the people that are here as well. Okay, so if you guys wouldn't mind going over and just standing in alphabetical order. Okay, Stephanie Alvarado, Allison Baker, Drew Baker, Garrett Beaudry, Ashley Buxa, Jessica Campione, Brenna Casey, Elizabeth Dalton, Esmeralda Cordova Vargas, Carrie Coyne, Danielle Enders, Anna Erickson, Kaylee Evans, Kaylee Franklin, Veronica Meza. Jack Mokel. Sarah Nagengast. Aaron O'Callahan. Erica Panatera. Jackie Payne. Kayla Philbrick. Kelsey Tate. Perla Vargas Varela. And Haley Walsh. Congratulations, everyone.
The Occupational Therapy Pledge signifies a commitment to the profession of occupational therapy. It is also a pledge to uphold our occupational therapy code of ethics and to hold true to the Lasallian values of wisdom, knowledge, fidelity, justice, and association in our lives and in clinical practice. You will find the pledge written inside your program. We now invite students, faculty, and any other OTs here with us this evening to please stand and read the Occupational Therapy Pledge. I solemnly pledge that I will apply my knowledge and skills to the best of my ability, consider the physical, mental, and social well-being of those in my care, respect the self-determination and consent of each individual, promote equity, inclusion, and justice for those I serve, provide truthful information when presenting myself, my client, and my profession, treat clients, colleagues, and other professionals with respect and integrity. With this pledge, may God enable me to always represent and remember the Lasallian values of wisdom, knowledge, fidelity, justice, and association with all persons entrusted in my care.
Thank you, everyone. You can go ahead and have a seat. Let me see if I'm going to back it up here to get to our opening slide. All right. So before we end today's pinning ceremony, I would like to take this opportunity to say, on behalf of the faculty and staff of the Occupational Therapy Department, congratulations to our first group of graduates and to their loved ones who have helped and supported them throughout these achievements. It seems not that long ago when we met for the first time at your program orientation, and here we find ourselves at your pinning ceremony, at one of our last on-campus events. It's just amazing. Graduates, you have demonstrated perseverance and resilience throughout the program and throughout this unprecedented year. Your determination and focus has enabled you to not only achieve your goals, but to excel during your time at Lewis. We have truly enjoyed being a part of your discovery of the amazing profession of occupational therapy. Teaching you and walking with you while you learn about the profession we all know and love. Think about what you knew then and what you know now. We are so proud of each of you, and we look forward to your continued successes and growth. working now as your colleagues. I know you will use your skills to improve the lives of your clients and their families. I know you will be amazing advocates for your clients. However, in the image of St. John Baptiste de La Salle, I ask that you remember the mission and also serve your communities as he did, in the spirit of truth and justice for all people. De La Salle was known for his work with the last, the least, and the lost, and he valued association and lifelong learning. It is our hope, as faculty of your program, that you have not only learned what is necessary for success in your future careers, but that you have also come to know, understand, and love the spirit of association that is central to LaSallian education. That you have seen and experienced the value in working together and walking together with others towards a common goal. We wish you the very best as you continue on down your chosen path. The association and bonds that we have built during this time, over these years at Lewis, will always, always be here. We will always, always be here to support you. Congratulations to you all. I would now like to invite Michelle Latta to close this evening with a final prayer.
Thank you, Dr. Charnley. May God's blessing follow you all as you find new journeys to travel. May you walk safely along the pathways ahead. May his gentle hand guide the decisions you make and the passions that you choose. May your hearts and lives always reflect his love and his truth. May you create joy for others and find your own joy in this special work. And may hope be a light within your heart that you carry into each new day. Amen. St. John Baptiste de La Salle, pray for us. Live Jesus in our hearts forever.
Although we are not able to have a formal reception today, we have provided a refreshment to go. The baked treats are from Flour to Empower Bakery, which is a part of Synapse House, an adult day program for those who have experienced a traumatic brain injury or a stroke. Our program also partners with Synapse House for fieldwork experiences. The treats that you have today are baked by the clients at Synapse House for all of you to enjoy. So please do take one on your way out. Thank you so much and good night.